My name is Michael Hagström, and I'm the chair of the Executive Council of the American Chamber of Commerce to the EU.
Does Europe manage this crisis in a way that positions it for the future, or does it sort of muddle through a case-by-case management? And that's a problem. And of course, Europe, like the United States and some other countries, doesn't start necessarily in a good position. If you look at this chart of public sector debt and public sector deficits, the ring of fire affects many of us, and getting the recovery right is going to be key to any longer-term strategy. Right now, you know, the EU is less than the sum of its parts. 2 + 2 does not equal 4. And the potential of adding the European dimension to many of these policies is that 2 + 2 could equal 5 or more. It's the value added of the European dimension that in many cases just missing. And I don't say this to promote the EU, I simply say it as an observer looking what's happening in the rest of the world, where other continents are coming together at a speed that I think is not fully appreciated here.
I would claim that the crisis has brought about a sea change in European economic policy. First, there is a much broader understanding and acceptance of that major reforms, many of which are painful in the short term, needs to be taken for the sake of medium to long-term economic development.
What is remarkable is that so many of these prescriptions apply to the United States. You know, I looked at Dan's 8 priorities in his report, and I counted at least 5 of them apply very much to our U.S. economy in terms of boosting productivity, having a more enlightened immigration policy, more focus on innovation. In fact, many of these policy prescriptions were the centerpiece of President Obama's State of the Union address.
There needs to be more of an emphasis on a public-private partnership, whether that is in finding solutions for the pension crisis, whether that is in finding investments for innovation, whether that is in looking for ways to grow the skilled labor force. It is really, to me, a public-private partnership that will take Europe to become a leader and take its place in the future.